Hello everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. So we're gonna start making a few more dinner recipes right now. We're gonna do some more of that comfort food stuff and put a little bit of a modification, a little bit of a twist to it so that it makes it a whole lot healthier for you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chili. So chili is a great thing that we all love in the fall season. It's one of those comfort foods because it's very rich in flavor. Yes, everyone knows my baby boy likes to help us. So he's gonna help us make some chili. Say hi. No, okay. So this is something you can make even with a baby on the hip. But chili usually, the biggest problem with chili is that the hamburger, unless you use the right kind of hamburger, is really full in fat. But other than that, chili is very high in fiber, it's high in nutrients, very filling, very satisfying, has a lot of flavor. So, like I said, with that twist on it, I'm gonna start with some V8 juice. Oh, the other thing is that because chili is such a great crock pot meal that you can do it, simply put it on in the morning, go to work and come home and it's ready. You know, if you are into a lot of sports, your kids got a lot of places to go, that's what happens this time of year, then you want something that's ready when you get home. So, but I'm gonna make this, instead of using a hamburger, I'm gonna use like 3 different kinds of beans. So these are kidney beans. I put in a full can of kidney beans, and then I put in a smaller can of black beans. Shaking that in there. Then went ahead. I drained all of the fluid off of these already. Now I'm going to add some cannellini beans. This just gives it a little more flavor, a little more texture, a little more fiber. Throw those in there. And this is something you can modify to however much you want or don't want in it. Now I use tomato paste because I like a thicker version of this kind of stuff, and tomato paste is really good for thickening it up. Plus remember, tomatoes are very high in lycopene. Getting our colors of the rainbow in here. We've got our black beans, we've got our red tomatoes. There we go, put that in. And next we're gonna put in, here's one of our secret things. Instead of, again, using the hamburger, we're gonna use quinoa in this. Quinoa is one of those complete proteins, and it's a grain, but it has a lot of protein, a lot of fiber for you. So you take this and sprinkle a little bit in. I'm a sprinkler, I'm not a measurer. If you measure it, I would say use a half a cup to a cup to however you want it to do to thicken that up a little bit and give it a little bit substance besides just having the beans in it. And then also, you know how much I love chia seeds because of the fiber they add. Chia seeds are not gonna add a whole lot of change to your chili, but they're gonna add that fiber and that protein and those omegas that you need. So with this, I would put in about 2 tablespoons. And now we're going for the seasonings. So when I season my chili, I use a little bit of crushed red pepper. So again, that brings it flavor. I don't measure anything, guys. I'm sorry, I know that. If you're a measurer, put in about a teaspoon. I shook a little in there. I did it. You like that? And now we're gonna use some ground cumin. Cumin gives a lot of zest also. That I'm gonna sprinkle in there. About a teaspoon to a tablespoon of ground cumin, depending on your flavoring, of course. Now my little secret ingredient here is cinnamon. I like to add just a little bit of cinnamon into my chili because it takes some of that bite off of it. Because sometimes chili is like really acidic and you don't want all that acid. You just want the good hearty flavor. So the cinnamon takes out the bite. If you like a sweeter kind of chili, the cinnamon is only about a 1/4 teaspoon. If you like a sweeter chili, you can add some stevia to that. I don't like sweet chili, so I don't add that, but if you do, then that's your other option you can use. And now we have the chili powder. So the chili powder, I love chili powder, okay? I put in 1/4 cup, maybe even 3/4 cup, half cup of it, but that's where all your flavor is. Now, if you wanna come in here and take a little closer look to this, so all I did was I poured everything into the pot. And now I'm gonna stir it up. And you can see that 1 jar of V8 was plenty of fluid. And so as it cooks, the tomato paste is gonna thicken that up a little bit. The quinoa is gonna thicken that up a little bit. And you're gonna have a lot of taste. Yep, there was my, so when I do this before, if I'm gonna leave it in the crock pot, since, you know, I'm gonna do it before I go to work, I kind of smash up that tomato paste a little bit and stir it around. So you see, that's what it's gonna look like, thick and hearty. So then with a crock pot, obviously, you just put the lid on. and mine. And then you power on, and you want to turn it on to a low heat. And you can do the low for anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. I'm going to do 6 because that's usually plenty enough. Because when this crock pot is done, it'll actually immediately flip it over to the warm setting and keep it warm until you come home from work at night. So there you go. That was our healthy chili.